Hi, everyone. Naomi here. So, I just got back from the hands off protest in Washington, D.C. That was on Saturday, April 5th. Well, what an awesome, amazing time. But I have some thoughts, actually, a lot of thoughts. So, if you're tired of watching, I don't know, our democracy get slowly strangled while being told to clap like seals for this authoritarian nonsense, stick around and let's talk. And I want to start with some dark humor and facts about Donald Trump that maybe, if you're politically disengaged or you don't pay a whole lot of attention to politics, maybe you haven't just devoured the Kool Aid yet. First of all, to be clear, Donald Trump is not a businessman. He's a six-time bankrupt casino king, and he thinks that tariffs are some kind of adult Pokemon cards, basically. He just toss them out at random, see what happens. He literally slapped tariffs on penguins, 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 on an island. For what? Fish economy? So economists, even Republican economists, are saying that tariffs are garbage policy. Nonsense. uh, don't make any sense. They create market chaos. I am not an economics expert by far, but even I can tell. And I understand the people who know more than I do who say, hey, this makes no sense. Businesses don't know how to plan right now because of the tariffs. It's like the government is a game of Mad Libs. Remember Mad Libs? Being played by a man who can't even read directions. And that's absolutely true. He can't read. After his last administration, multiple people came out with books that revealed he really has difficulty reading. And that's just the beginning. He can't read the Constitution. He could not read the Constitution for a Netflix special where they were trying to get all the living presidents to read a portion of the Constitution. He could not do it, which is kind of scary. He doesn't know it. No wonder he doesn't abide by it. Uh, well, speaking of unfit leadership, Trump is flip flopping on tariffs in real time right now. They're permanent. Oh wait, nope, they're negotiable. I never said that. That's not a strategy. That's dementia. I'm not a psychiatrist. My mom is, but I mean, I can kind of see what looks like dementia when it's obvious. So, and if you're uncomfortable with that word being used, remember the man once suggested we nuke a hurricane. On a serious, it's all serious, but he really doesn't care about the military either. His own niece, Mary Trump, recently reminded us on her channel, which I will link in the comments. Trump's father hated the military. He mocked Trump's brother for joining. And now Trump himself cutting veterans' benefits like it's a sport, slashing the Department of Education, USAID, and critical domestic programs. And for what? So his billionaire buddies can buy a yacht with no property tax? All right. Now, I really do want to get back to security. Signalgate. Yes, I know. Haven't we moved past that? No, we can't move past that. Every time a grossly incompetent thing happens with this administration, they throw out a bunch of other stuff to distract us and we move on. This is big. We have to keep our foot on their neck on this one. So let's talk about Signalgate. A leak so bad, it's making allies reconsider whether they can trust the US to keep secrets. And I'm not just talking politics here. I'm a mom. My son is in the military, US Army. Every time someone leaks classified intelligence or makes a joke out of national security, they're putting my child and thousands of others at risk. Husbands, wives, mothers, fathers. The people who put their lives on the line, Trump does not give a shit about them. Not at all. And it's obvious. Absolutely obvious. All right, let's talk about immigration. This makes me outraged because I've worked with immigrants for a very long time, refugees and immigrants. I worked for a nonprofit up until 2020 when there were mass layoffs there. This is very near and dear to my heart. So let's touch on the human rights disaster happening at our borders. Hundreds, maybe thousands of people, human beings, some of them legal residents, we know that for 100%, have been deported to El Salvador, a country where political prisoners often disappear. These weren't bad hombres. Many had no criminal history, no trial, no due process, just snatched up and deported like trash. That's not justice. That's fascism with paperwork. And let's be real, this administration refuses to offer any proof. I don't know if you've noticed that. They have some fake things that they say, but no documented proof. They have mistaken evidence on the Doge website, but it's wrong. They scream fraud, waste, abuse, but where's the data? There really isn't any. Show me, show us. If it's there, show us. They haven't because they can't. It's not there. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about the character of our fearless leader. Trump has had over 30 felony counts. He was found civilly liable for sexually assaulting a woman. That is in a court with a jury. The jury was picked by his own lawyers. Also, he once bragged about walking into a girl's dressing room at teen pageants, and his excuse, and this was on recording, by the way, was that he owned the place, so that's how he got away with it. He hid classified documents in his bathroom, in his cabinet, the people he appointed, a mix of carton villains and unqualified sycophants, basically. He's not a patriot. Neither is Musk, by the way, even though Trump keeps repeating the word Musk is a patriot. He's not a businessman. He's not even particularly smart. You can actually hear it the way he talks. Don't let him fool you. I mean, just because he says he's smart doesn't mean he's smart. It's like a salad of half formed sentences and pure narcissism. This man is not the leader of the free world. He's the reason the free world is quietly backing away from us like we just farted at a dinner party. So, what should we do? All right. Are we don't hang our head in shame and sadness and just give up and hide. No, absolutely. So listen, here's where you come in. And me, all of us that have brain cells working left. We don't have to sit and watch the country burn down like it's the season finale of a bad reality show. I mean, I like 90 Day Fiance and it is a train wreck, but this is a dystopian hellscape. We can do something. So one suggestion I have, it's on my phone. It's an app. So download the Five Calls app. It gives you quick scripts, the phone numbers of your local senators, reps, governors. Five calls. It takes you through them in order, and you can click whether or not you made contact, and you will. Someone answers the phone, and oftentimes you'll get an email back as well. You could make a difference before your coffee even cools in the morning. Also, another thing you can do, and this is what I've been doing, join groups. For example, Indivisible, Mobilize, local activist groups. Protesting does work. It is our right. And let's get our protest on before they ban it. In the words of Martin Kerr, he's a British musician that's kind of blown up making awesome songs to tunes of already popular songs, but with the lyrics about what's going on in our American politics right now. Get your protest on before they ban it. Calling does work. Those senators, those reps, if we're not happy, we don't vote for them again. They lose their jobs. It already is working. Change is happening, but we have to keep showing up and not let these incompetent, cruel decisions slide into normalcy. So if you want to stay informed and fired up, there are other YouTube channels. I'm going to link in the comments that I follow, and they keep me informed, starting with Midas Touch. All day they are uploading videos, breaking news. Adam Mockler, he's Gen Z and he's incredible. Luke Beasley, another very, very, very articulate, intelligent, and funny young man and compassionate. Mary Trump, she is awesome. She goes live every day at 6 Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. And David Packman, who just wrote a book called The Echo Machine, and I'm waiting for my signed copy, which I plan to review as soon as I read it. So there are folks out there daily doing the work, and now so are we, because silence is complicity, and we are done being silent. Like, share, subscribe, raise your voice, stay loud, stay active, stay human. I'm Naomi, and I won't be quiet while they burn the Constitution.